What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you. But you know what we gotta do first? We are brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. Bunch of bonus content there. It supports the hell out of the show. So please, come support the show for as little as $3 a month. Less than the cost of a beer. Hell, less than the cost of a soda in some places. Once again, that is at patreon.com/MattSlayer. We're also brought to you by the merch store at anwd.net/merch. Put up a brand new design this week. I'm happy with it. I think you should pick it up for the degenerate in your life. For the holidays, they will appreciate you for it. So once again, go to anwd.net/merch and pick yourself up a shirt or something. If you're listening to this on YouTube, just go to the merch store in YouTube. And it's right there. Ta-da. Our third sponsor this week is Casa Nika. Casa Nika is an amazing wellness brand. The kind of wellness that provides lingerie and things that vibrate. If you get my gist, go to casa-nika.com and use the promo code ANWD for 15% off at checkout. And if you're in the continental United States, there's free shipping for any orders over $100. Get yourself some wellness today. Before we get into this week's episode, Drinking Buddies, one super quick thing. Can you do me a solid? Can you do two very easy things to help support this show? The first is tell your friends. Signal boost. Let your friends know. Share social media. That's all. Cost you nothing but a click of your screen. The other super easy way to support this show. Go to youtube.com/nowwedrink and subscribe. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Costs you nothing. Helps feed the algorithm. Brings the show to more drinking buddies. We're about to be rolling into the 8th year of this show, so kind of proud of that. Definitely had some ups and downs over the course of this, but I'm happy for my OG drinking buddies, and I'm happy for any new drinking buddies that have joined. All right, let's give you some digitally inserted ads and then get on with this. My guest this week is the one and only adult performer, Scarlet Skies. Holy God, this was a silly episode. Scarlet gives as good as she gets throughout this whole episode. This was just really silly, a lot of fun, and just apparently I've committed to doing a mukbang with Scarlet at some point. So be on the lookout for that whenever we actually book it. I'm assuming it's going to happen sometime in 2024. But enough of this. Sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, Drinking Buddies. What's going on?
I am having a great day so far.
That's awesome. Getting lost in Hollywood a little bit.
Just a little bit. Got a little turned around on the way here.
This Hollywood back streets is just like, I walk downstairs to let you in, I'm like, what the, huh? What?
I'm still getting used to it. I just moved to Los Angeles like 6 months ago.
Where were you before?
Arizona.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it's okay. Come a long way.
Why Arizona?
I mean, I moved there when I was a kid, and it's just one of those states that you move to, and it's just hard to get out of, But I finally made my way out about 6 months ago, and it's been the best ever.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, you got the mystery beer.
Are my mystery beers?
Oh, shit. I want to see what that is.
Can I have one? Am I not cool enough to pick mystery beer?
Well, pick a mystery beer.
I got to put my glasses on for this one.
Thank you.
Off camera.
Fremont.
Once again, not following the rules and talking off mic. Scarlet's publicist.
Oh, sorry. Oh, your arm. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be over here quiet. Just
Oh
cut me
my
out,
gosh.
please.
I love you, Erica.
So we're just gonna.
I'll do. Here, wait, hold
Let me
on.
pull one.
This is a great start.
Oh yeah. We're here about this chaos. We're
Funny.
about this chaos.
Hell yeah.
Chaotic life.
I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm drinking the Ending Machine Sour Ale.
Ooh, that's intense. This is the ending.
It's like a vending machine eating a teddy bear.
Oh, wait. Yeah, crack it. We gotta do this properly.
Right?
Oh, that was so satisfying.
It can't be a now we drink if we're not drinking, right? Well, at least if I'm not drinking.
Now we
cheers.
drink. I love that sound. It's so satisfying when you first open the drink.
Yeah, just the
Little ASMR.
that's what people are here for. They're really here for the ASMR content.
Oh yeah, I mean obviously.
They don't want to know about you or what's going on in your life. They're just like, oh, please whisper into our ears and pop cans.
Oh yeah. Just whisper. Oh my god, I'm like breaking the set already.
It's okay. You would not be the first or last person to break this set.
I'm not even half the drink in yet though.
You won't be as bad as Nathan Bronson. Every time he does the show, he breaks something.
That's so funny.
Every time. Like 2 times ago, the curtain literally fell on him.
He's such a stocky guy. I could see that though.
The curtain fell on him. He kicked the power cord out of that camera last time. And it's like,
That's so funny because he does like cooking videos. He does content.
yeah, he does. It's just like, dude, is your own set a nightmare or is it just reserved for when you come here?
That's so funny.
Like, I don't know.
No, I can totally relate to that. I'm the clumsiest human being alive.
Okay.
Don't catch me bruising myself everywhere.
Please don't do that here. Please.
I mean, no promises. I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try.
That's all I ask.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, whatever happens, but that's all I ask that you try. And then you're not just like suicidally running into the edge of the table.
Yes.
No intentional self-harm on this show, please. Besides
Never intentional.
like liver damage. But
I'll drink to that.
so before we were sidetracked by publicists wanting beer, we were talking about your escape from Arizona. Oh no, that's staying in. I'm just gonna leave it in.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I didn't call action loud enough.
I'm done.
Oh, claims of needing to use the bathroom or something like.
Yeah.
Why the action call wasn't
No,
heard.
Erica.
This is also a tradition on the show. Like if someone is sitting off camera just to torture themselves and they can't defend themselves.
This is just the time.
Like, oh, you can't talk because you don't have a microphone.
We have the power now, Erica.
I mean, in this,
I am the publicist right now.
you gotta do this. You gotta do one of these. Look at me. I am the publicist.
I am the publicist. You guys have no idea how funny this is sitting at home. This is hilarious.
I mean, I hope they think it's funny. I hope
I
so.
think it's funny too.
I was gonna get back to like maybe a serious question about escaping Arizona, but
I know, I'm sorry. I'm fucking.
Oh no, please don't ever apologize for having fun and riffing on this show. Like, oh my god, laughing at your publicist, talking about escaping Arizona. I think one is a little more significant than the other. I think just a tad.
Publicist.
Yeah,
Obviously.
just a little bit. And the industry insiders would probably have a good laugh at us making fun of your publicist too.
Aww.
Because there's always drama in this industry.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you win so many awards, you gotta make fun a little bit. Can you hear me? I love you. I'm poking fun because I love you.
Exactly. That's what you do to people. Like, it's not from a place of malice. It's a place of love.
But yes, Arizona.
Back to that segment.
Yeah.
So Arizona.
I got out of Arizona. I peeled myself off of the dry, sandy floors of Arizona about 6 months ago, and I moved to beautiful Los Angeles. And yeah, everything's been really cool lately. I've really enjoyed myself here.
What have you gotten yourself into, like, away from work?
So it's really interesting. So I moved. The whole point of me moving to Los Angeles was for pro work, and then I got here, and I met so many independent creators that I just fell in love with the independent creator scene. And I've been producing and doing a lot of my own content for OnlyFans since being here, and been working on a lot of projects for myself. And so I would say mostly since being here, I've been just networking with people, building a community. I've made some friends, which
Oh my
is
God.
I know, like,
Are you allowed to have friends in the adult
Dude.
entertainment industry?
I mean, like, post COVID, I didn't know if I didn't even know how to talk to people. So, like, I mean, like, it's been just great, like, building a community and everything. And, I mean, 6 months in, so.
Well, yeah, but have you gotten to like enjoy shit LA has to offer, like food, fucking?
Oh my God, bro. That's where all my fucking money goes. Like, I stopped using DoorDash. I stopped using all the platforms that like deliver your food because that just like eats up your money. And man, it's just so hard because I live in a place in Los Angeles specifically where there's just like food everywhere, and it's hard to just not like want to just spend everything on food here because I'm such a huge foodie. Like my dad works in the food industry, so I've always been surrounded by food.
Like, what are your go-tos?
Oh
Like,
my God.
if you're on death row and you're like, Scarlet, last meal, what are you getting?
You know, I've thought about this specific question, weirdly enough.
Why, did you murder someone?
No, but it's because
Good answer. Good answer. Even if you
Listen.
did, good answer.
Wait. Side note, I was throwing away. Nobody steal this idea. I'm gonna be so mad. But I was thinking of doing this cooking show where like it's like, you know, inmates always have their last meal. So I wanted to go through like different serial killers and like cook their last meal.
That'd be dope.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like weird and interesting? I don't know. So I could like do the like true crime and I can talk about like the story as I'm like cooking whatever their last meal, which is kind of weird and like whatever. But I think it's just like interesting.
It definitely would be.
Yeah. But
I have an alternative pitch on that alliance.
yeah.
You pick two like serial killers head to head, like you're like Bundy versus Gacy, their last meals, and then you get a panel and let each panel try both last meals and pick who had the better last meal.
Oh shit. Hold on. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Steal it. It's yours.
Yeah. I'm such a bad cook though, so that's the only thing keeping me from doing any of that.
Well, hire someone to just be the host.
Yeah. But to answer your question, yeah, you're right. But answer your question, I think I love Indian food, so I'd probably have some like Indian food as my last meal.
It's a good call.
I love fried chicken though too. Like I'm from the South, so like if I could have some fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, sweet potatoes with marshmallows.
What's your go-to fried chicken place here in LA?
Oh my God. There's this place called Delicious Southern Cuisine. I just discovered it last week. It's like this little hole in the wall Southern place. It's like connected to like a Paylone place.
You know it's good when.
Yeah. It's so fucking delicious. Like it's so. That's it. That's it. I don't know. I can't put it into words. You just have to like. I'm from the South, so like I was actually pleasantly surprised when I came to LA and there were so many options here, especially for like soul food specifically. Because in Arizona, it's just all Mexican food and it's the best Mexican food ever. But it is just Mexican food.
Well, Phoenix at least has a lot of like Chicago shit in it.
Does it?
Yeah. Because a lot of Chicago and Snowbird down there.
I'm not very familiar with Chicago food. Like I've never had Chicago pizza.
How have you never had? Well, I mean, that's actually pretty easy to not have Chicago. Like, how have you? Never mind.
I'm from Alabama.
You're from Alabama, and
Yeah.
there's like 2 places in LA that do decent style Chicago style pizza.
Let me know those places. Though.
Massa and Echo Park over on Sunset, legit.
Okay.
And then there's a Geno's East up in the valley, which is actually a Chicago chain.
Geno's is.
Geno's East.
Oh, Geno's East. That's completely different. Never mind. There's a Geno's in Arizona. But...
Yeah, no. There is. Arizona has Lou Malnati's, Giordano's. They have a bunch of like the Chicago chains down there.
Okay, cool.
Like, it makes me angry. It's just like Phoenix has Waffle House. Phoenix has fucking Chicago food.
Dude, the only like Waffle House is in a hotel in Hollywood here.
There's
Did you see
wait a
that?
minute, there's a Waffle House on a hotel.
In Hollywood.
What?
It's in a hotel.
No, what?
Yes.
When the fuck did that happen?
I don't know, but I went to it and I was so depressed because all I wanted was Waffle House.
Right, we're in the South technically. Why?
We're technically in the South.
We are off the I-10. That is the Southern Highway.
You don't understand, guys. Like, Waffle House is essential. Have you ever thought about doing mukbangs with porn stars? Because I feel like that's hot. And I feel like it's trendy and it sells well. And it would be really fun to eat with you sometime.
Aw. She's been here for like 20 minutes. Like, it'd be fun to eat with you. I'm like, aw. This is how you're making friends in LA. You're like, would you like to eat?
Literally. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm down. It'd be fun. It would be fun. I've never actually done a mukbang, but yeah.
Yeah, me neither. It's been like, again, like I've been throwing around all these like safe for work YouTube ideas. It's so hard to get into YouTube now. It's so saturated.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like the cream rises to the fucking top.
I know. Yeah. I've always wanted to do YouTube like back before porn, back before anything. And yeah, it's just
Is porn your compromise on your YouTube career?
Hell yeah. Shh, guys. This was just a backup if YouTube didn't work out, honestly. Sorry.
It's okay. One definitely leads into the other. Like plenty of people are fucking killing it on YouTube.
Absolutely.
After like being in the biz for a while. Like Lexi Lore has like a fucking great YouTube following.
Mm-hmm.
A couple other people off the top of my head, like hell, Cooking with Nathan's doing really well on YouTube.
Yeah, he really is. I need to hit him up sometime.
Just break a set when you go do it. Just knock someone over and be like, this is from Matt.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be knocking everything over next time I'm over there.
Just make sure like it's on camera. Like while he's rolling, just
Oh yeah.
this is from Matt.
I'll make a thing. Like, yeah, this is Matt. Like you don't know.
Matt sends his regards.
Yeah. Don't act like you don't know.
Oh, he knows.
You know what you did.
I was giving him shit about it at Heaven and Hell, which you hosted.
Yes, I did. Whatever that means.
You were there?
No, yeah.
You were on the flyer? The host of the party.
That was so much fun. Oh my goodness. I dressed up as Medusa. I was with a group of my friends. There's not much I remember from that night other than like just making out with all of my friends.
Well,
for, like, 2 hours. It was literally that was it. Like we didn't fuck. We didn't do anything crazy. We were just like wholesomely all making out with each other for hours.
Depending on where you are in the country, that's not so wholesome. Like, hey, we're in a public place, you know, in costume, making out in public. Yeah, that's wholesome.
Yeah, right. But to porn stars, it's like so wholesome. To other people are like, oh my God, like that's so fucking crazy.
I know. No shade to the Heaven and Hell party, but it got a little civilian heavy at points.
Yes. Yeah, no shade to the Heaven and Hell party, but I do completely agree with that. It seems to be a pattern, and this is just more of an industry problem I've noticed in the last 3 years, is security. Security is a little lax, especially with like just like the nature of our jobs. Absolutely. It's something I've noticed at quite a few events in the last couple of years.
Well, and back in the day, what they used to do is lock us up in the porn star zoo, is what I used to call it. We'd be in a roped off VIP, and like the civilians would be all outside, like with their drinks, just kind of staring in, like,
Yeah.
oh, are those porn stars? It was just like, oh yeah, we are literally caged animals right now for the civilians.
Yeah, so I went to this specific event that you have to just, I won't name names, but you have to wear only white there,
Oh, I wonder what party that was.
Yeah. And like it was insane, honestly, because like I would like talk to people and I'd be like 20 minutes into a conversation and then I would realize that it wasn't a director I was talking to. It was a fan. And they were like buying me drinks and stuff. And I'd be like, well, I came here to network with people. Like I love fans and I love my fans. I love them so much. But the lack of security was pretty in industry events in general is pretty like alarming.
And it didn't used to be that way. Like,
I don't know.
in Exotica Chicago, this has to be like 2013 or 2014. We were doing a lake cruise for one of the official after parties. And we got on the boat and found out that like there's not a roped off area. Half the talent in me left. We're just like, you're not providing us with a segregated area away from the public. This isn't happening. And then now it seems to be the norm.
And I don't want to get too dark on this podcast, but like my mind always goes to like Christina Grimmie, who is this YouTube singer. And she was big. And she just had a fan come up to her and just like shoot her. And like that was it. And that was just at a normal meet and greet. You know what I mean? So when you bring like a bunch of porn stars into an event, especially with alcohol mixed into it, and you're told like, oh, this is industry people, this is an industry event, it just gets a little like, I don't know, you just don't need to do that. It just gets a little tricky.
Most people in the industry aren't making mainstream celebrity money where they can afford like a team, their own personal security team.
And yeah, I think that's a big thing that a lot of people don't know is like they assume that like the porn stars do have that team or they do have that financial ability, but it's really like it's a spectrum. Everybody has different resources. And I feel like it's just bare minimum. I feel like the bar is set so low just to have just proper security at events, because especially like just sex workers in general. I don't know. To me, it's common sense to have just security there.
I agree.
I don't think it's a crazy opinion.
It's not at all. It's not a crazy opinion at all. And like, it used to be more secure. It really did. Like, I don't know if this is just, financially motivated, where a lot of times someone who used to work security, that's how I got into the industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I started off roadieing for people and like being their security detail.
That's crazy.
A lot of times people look at security like insurance. It's like, I know I need to have it, but like I want to spend the least amount possible on it because, well, if nothing happens, I just wasted a bunch of money on security.
Right.
There's not as much corporate money in adult as there once was.
Right.
There's much more money in individual creators or a handful of companies. Mm-hmm. The cost of throwing a party that is completely segregated for just industry isn't offset by having fans pay for it.
Right.
It's like, oh, I can charge a fan $500 to get into this party?
Man, I wish I could talk more detail on this. I really wish I could, man. But
I know your publicist is wildly shaking, like, no, don't do it.
I mean, I know she doesn't care. I'm just like, But yeah, no.
I was blaming her. I didn't want anyone to know that you were making the choice to not say this stuff on camera.
Yeah, just, play my cards carefully. Sorry.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, the last thing we want to do is like have you come on here and be like, oh, hey, I just fucked my career by doing this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you looking forward to AVN this year, though?
Oh my God, I'm so looking forward to it. I'm gonna have so much fun this year. I'm gonna do it correctly this year because
you did incorrectly previously.
Oh, I got so fucked up the whole time. I had too much fun.
That sounds like the right way to do it.
Oh, it's the right way to do it, but man, I'm gonna have a healthier balance. That way, I get some like really good collabs in for my fans. I gotta not let them down this year because I got way too horny and did not record any of my experiences last year.
Oh my God, you had experiences just for you?
I know, just for me.
You're allowed to do that, right?
Am I?
Yeah, last I checked.
That's crazy.
Last I checked, you're allowed to be a real person and like have intimacy and fun off camera. Oh my God.
That's wild. Oh my gosh. Wait until I tell my fans.
Don't let your agent hear. Like they never want to hear that shit.
No.
Like, what? You're not doing stuff that generates views? What are you doing?
Oh my goodness. I want to just shout out my agency for being the best agency ever, though. I've been with ATMLA for 3 years and I love them so much.
Nice.
I know they're not going to even see this podcast, probably.
No, you should make them. They work for you.
Yeah. I'm going to send them the minute mark. I'm like, Mark.
No, make them watch the whole fucking thing. I need the views.
Exactly.
Like, you got to remember, your agents work for you. They're your employees. You're not theirs. So be like, no, I'm proud of this thing I did. You need to fucking watch this.
Honestly.
You should.
I will.
I'm not just saying this because it's self-serving to me.
No, yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I'll drink to that. Oh, I'm going through this. I'm so happy.
Well, luckily there is a whole fucking 12-pack, so.
Fuck yeah. Ooh. I'm such a burpy girl, guys. Sorry if I burp into this mic, but also you're welcome.
Said it in like the most porn girl way. Like, I'm such a burpy girl, guys. Don't mind me. I know you're not into it or anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No clue. No idea. I'm just completely talking out of my ass here. I was a mirage.
So back to the mukbang, right?
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe we could start out with something simple like Panda Express or something. Because really, don't make fun of me, but I love Panda Express.
I'll make a little fun of you for that.
It's so weird because I don't count it as Chinese food, just like I don't count Taco Bell as Mexican food. But
it's not.
It's its own thing. Like
sugar chicken.
I love sugar chicken. I love it. You're a liar.
I'm a liar.
You don't like sugar chicken?
I mean, I've eaten it. It's not like I go out of my way to go to Panda Express.
I do.
Well, good on you. I'm not. No, you're a bad person because you're eating a Panda Express.
I'm just trying to pick a fight with you right now, to be honest.
Feel free. It'll bring the views.
Let's go.
Manufactured drama is what the internet's all about.
Maybe I should make up a rumor right now.
Oh, no.
Let me make up a rumor.
Wait, are you making up a rumor about me or about you?
No, about just
us?
anything. Just get you views.
Well, I appreciate it.
And
I'll clip it. I'll cut the part where you say we're making it up. And
that'd be so fucked. Oh my God. I was thinking about that though. It was like on Twitter and it was like this celebrity that was posted on Pop Buzz. And I was just like, what if I just quote tweeted it? And I was just like, man, this guy hasn't hit me back in my DMs. He like ghosted me after 2 weeks. Da da da. Just to
see what happens.
Just to see what happens. Like obviously it's a joke to me, but
you should like call the TMZ tip line with your own tips about. Like cut that. When that happens.
No, I have like my favorite podcast that I watch every single day besides you. And yeah. But they're always on live and I'm always just like, man, if I ever have like enough tea, I'm gonna send them a super tip, like because it's a stream and you tip them. And I'm gonna be like, hey guys, let me call into your show. I'm right here. I'm just waiting for my moment to go on their podcast.
What show?
H3 podcast.
Only one of the biggest shows out there.
Yeah, I love them so much. No, I can't talk about it.
Why not?
I met one of the guys from it like 2 days ago. And I won't say his name, but I literally freaked out because so I was at this huge party like a couple nights ago. Like there's a fucking mechanical bull there, okay? Like I was the weirdo in high school. Nobody was my friend. And I went to a party 2 days ago with a mechanical bull.
And Anna Kendrick, if social media
okay.
social media is to be believed.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy from the podcast was there, and like Anna Kendrick was there. Really big creators were there. And to me, the biggest celebrity of the night was this guy on the H3 podcast that he isn't even the main one. He's just a side character that just shows up every now and then. And I saw him and I was just like, nobody knows, but you're the coolest person at this fucking porn star party. Nobody knows it, but you're the coolest person here. And like, I tried to talk to him a little bit, but
what did you say?
I didn't say much to him.
Why not?
Because because I'm a big fan of him. But like I like my friend, I found out my friend's friends with him. So I was like in conversation, but you know, I'm a shy person.
He's just people. You're at the same party. It's not like he's in the VIP and you're like outside the ropes.
Yeah. And I had like normal conversation with him, but man, like, yeah. I just really wanted to tell him like, you're the coolest person at this party, bro.
You should have. As long as he's being a cool person, like, because believe me, nothing pisses me off more when mainstream celebrities come to porn parties and then they act like fucking douchebags.
Anna was a sweetheart. She was cool.
Oh no,
I'm gonna say that.
she looked like it. Like I was
The most casually dressed person there too. Like it's like so cool. Like so fucking cool.
Yeah. Probably the most legitimately famous person there too.
Yes, well, absolutely was. Yeah.
Yeah, just a mutual stories popped up. It's like, is she doing shots with Anna Kendrick right now? What the fuck is happening here?
Bro, I like looked to my right. It was the first 10 minutes of the party. I looked to my right and I was like, what is going? Like this is all new to me. So like I won't pretend to not be a little starstruck. Like I wasn't like starstruck, but you know what I mean. Like, wow, people like. You don't expect celebrities to look like celebrities. And then you see celebrities and you're like, man, you look really like yourself. That's really crazy. Like, that's a trip. You know what I mean?
Right?
I don't know how to explain that, but like, I remember I met Young Gravy last year and I was just like, yeah, man, you look so much like Young Gravy. I guess that's you. It's because it's who you are. It's
like how we actually market you. And
yeah. Oh my God, he's such a tall fucking dude.
you got nothing to be ashamed of. Like, in all reality, you probably have more viewership on your platforms than they do on theirs.
Yeah, and that's whatever. But
well, I'm just saying, like, if you're intimidated by them, you're like, I don't know, have 53 million people spilled their loads to you, Anna Kendrick? No.
You're right. But like, I'm intimidated. It's not like an intimidation. It's more like I just love everybody, and I feel like I'm intimidated by everybody. Not in a bad way, but more in a like. I love everybody, and I always just want to make a good impression, and I always just want them to like me back.
You're not intimidated now, right? Not.
I'm so intimidated.
As your like third favorite podcaster.
Hey, second.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes, moving up in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're just counting the H3 cast as one person. Got it.
Oh my gosh! I hope H3 never. I hope they do see this.
Well, yeah, you're shouting them out.
One day.
One day.
No, I'll tweet this at them.
Just at.
No, okay. Can I tell you something actually super embarrassing? This
of course.
Every time. So, wait. Hold on.
There we go. Claw number 2.
That's so fucking hot. Okay. Whew. So 2 weeks before this house party, I was talking to my friends and I was literally like, I had gotten invited to a party and I was like, I was watching the podcast and I literally like was like, oh, let me like invite this person to the party. And I had messaged that person and I invited them thinking that they would never see it or that they would see it and they would accept it. So that's what also made it awkward because like I saw them at the party and I was like, ooh, I just creepily messaged you with like a thirsty message like 2 weeks ago.
And they didn't respond?
But they also had a very awesome fucking okay, I don't even need to talk anymore, but there's a reason.
They were there with someone else. They're like, I mean that shit happens, but you got to shoot your shot.
Absolutely, and it was in a friendship way,
right? Well, and that's
platonic.
I believe you.
Platonically suck his dick.
These things happen. There's no emotional involvement here. We're just trying to have a good time.
Exactly.
You know, friends should help friends have orgasms sometimes.
I think so. I think 100. If you're my friend, I have to help you orgasm, and you have to help me orgasm. Otherwise, it's just not a friendship I really want. You know.
But like, what level will you take it to? Will you milk someone's prostate for them?
Oh yeah. I've been so many guys' first prostate experience.
For real?
No, like this has been a genuine thing, like pattern in my life. I think it's because I'm a redhead. So people think I'm just sexually open.
Well, it could be your choice of career too, maybe.
It was before my career. This was before I was in sex work at all, man. People were asking me to finger their buttholes.
So, like, Howard, like, okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
Yes.
We're going to dial it back a little bit. So, let's set the scenario. Like, is this first date, second date, third date, like, long-term relationship?
Okay, first relationship. Let's go. Okay. We lost our virginities to each other. Hey, dude. We're still friends to this day. Cool guy. He wanted me to finger his butthole just because we had been together for so long and he was curious.
So, like,
Cool.
how long into the relationship is this? Is like butthole fingering coming?
1 year.
Okay. Like on the anniversary, like, hey, babe, we went out for a nice dinner. Can you finger blast my asshole now?
Yeah, pretty much, I would say. But I will say, like, every single time a guy has asked me to finger his butthole, it has been him initiating it. It's never been me. And I'm always their first time. I don't know what it is about my face that says finger my butthole.
Let's see the hands. Put the hands to the camera. Maybe it's the hands. Like, they are pretty small.
Yeah, they're pretty small.
And skinny fingers. Like,
Skinny fingers. It could be a thing, but regardless, that's just a fact of my life.
how many times have dudes been like, finger blast my asshole?
Wait. To be honest, we would have to be here for a fat minute.
We got time. You can ponder
No, but
this.
dude, it's been like every single relationship I've had. And I've had like 5. I would say I've had 5 relationships, but it's been hookups. It's been my hoe phase, friends with benefits. Everybody has asked me to do this thing.
Is it a first date question now? Like, you're like, this isn't going to work out unless you're going to want me to finger your asshole at some point. Because that's how I find love.
Man, I'm so happy I'm opening up about this on your podcast.
Me too.
Yeah, it's like the first date type of thing sometimes.
You're just like, bro, I need to know. Do you like having your asshole fingered?
Honestly, I fucking love to do it though.
What's your technique?
So I treat it like a G-spot. Just go like this.
So 2 fingers right away on first time?
I always go 2 fingers the first time with men, women, whatever it is. Man, you can see all this on YouTube, man.
You definitely can.
That's wild.
Because we're not showing it on camera. We're just talking about it.
Do you get ad space?
I do. I'm monetized.
That's awesome. I just didn't know they would keep it after me talking about fingering holes.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
It is a gamble.
Like, I'll mark it for, safe for monetization, and they may come back and be like, nah, bro, you're lying.
The YouTube gods will be there to get you, man.
But I don't care. I'm here for it.
Yeah. You're here for the art.
Right?
The fingering the buttholes. And I really appreciate that about you.
Just to let you know, no matter how good of friends we become one day, you will never finger my asshole. I have digestive problems. Like,
Matt.
I'm sorry. I'm
So do I. Hey, I have a colonoscopy next week.
first one.
First one.
They're not fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. I'm going to have a blast. I love talking about this on the podcast.
I had one in 2004.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, I really do have digestive problems. It's not me just
too.
doing a bit.
You talking about yours, and I was talking to my publicist right before we got here about my. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy experience.
The way they drug you up, it's like Twilight. Like, it's weird. Like,
in between.
Right. Like, I don't have any memory of it. It was literally like, I felt them inflating my colon and like, ow, please stop. Ow, please stop. This sucks. And then I was just in the waiting room. Like, it was like a jump cut. It wasn't like, you go to sleep and you feel the passage of time. It was like a jump cut.
Wow.
To the waiting room. And when I talked to the doctor after, they were like, no, you were awake the whole time and asking questions. I'm like, I what? That's terrifying.
No. So I'm going to tell them. So they think I have Ehlers-Danlos, which is like whatever. We don't need to get into it, but basically that causes me to be less responsive to anesthesia, and also being a natural ginger. The mutation in your genes that causes that makes you less responsive to anesthesia.
Yep.
So I'm gonna tell them to buck me up next week, and I have to go on that stupid clear diet.
Oh, are they giving you the liquid or the horse pills?
Oh, no horse pills. Liquid diet.
Yeah, just don't get far from a toilet.
Okay.
Like, that shit does not fuck around. Like, once it starts kicking in to clear you out, it works.
Okay.
Like, you will just be like,
I need to cancel my plans for that day, bro.
no, you really do. Like, 100% you do. Like,
okay.
Because you're going to just want to be near a toilet. Because, like, every few minutes you're going to be like, oh, I got to go.
I live in a studio, thank God. Jesus. No, I'm so happy we can bond over that, to be honest.
Happy to help.
Because, like, honestly, like, getting one in your 20s is, like, not something I had on my bingo card for this year.
I mean, I was 24 when I had mine. So,
Really?
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Jeez, how old?
Younger
It
than
was
me.
2004. How old do you think I am? God damn.
Well, I mean, how
Like,
old do you think I am?
22.
26. 27 almost.
Eh,
Mm.
you milf you.
I know, right? Oh, I get my braces off in 3 days.
Just in time.
Yeah. I know, right? Right before I become old and decrepit and have my cane. I'm like getting a colonoscopy next week. I've got IV infusions. I go to bed at 8 p.m.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
so hot, guys. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh, God, you should be in bed now. Like, it's after 8.
Oh, actually, my Uber's on its way. It'll be here in like 5 minutes.
Shouldn't have scheduled this at 7.
Go. I was eyeing my publicist.
Post is like, oh, shit, we're out already? I'm going to slam this beer.
Oh, wait. I actually wanted to try one of the mystery beers.
Have the last mystery beer.
Cool.
If I'd known they were going to be so popular, I would have got a second case of mystery beers.
That should have been the whole like beginning segment of this, man.
Unwrapping mystery beer.
Yes.
I mean, I unwrapped it on camera.
I've got to teach you about Gen Z YouTube, man.
Sorry, I'm an old.
You're not that much older. You said you were 24 in 2004.
Yeah, that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Well, it was 18 years ago, but
Whoa, that's quick math. You know.
maybe it was 2005.
Wait, hold on. Another. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Fuck. That was so good. I love that.
But I also appreciate like where we are in the industry now, where like you could actually be honest about your age and not be like, I'm 19 forever.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I still don't like super advertise it, which is so stupid because I feel like pro still does box you. But yeah, I don't know. I've met girls that do teen that are like 30 years old.
Oh.
And I've met 24-year-old MILFs. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it depends on like what level of work you have and
how you present yourself too. I think it has a lot to do. Just like if you do a MILF scene, your first MILF scene, you're never doing a teen scene again.
Nope.
Never ever. So that's why like I mean I'm 26, but I'm not gonna, I'm not doing a MILF scene anytime soon. And it has nothing to do with like being a MILF because I fucking love MILFs. That could be the whole other hour of this podcast is me talking about MILFs. I love them, but like I don't want to be boxed into that. Just like I don't want to be boxed into the teen category. So I'm actually really looking forward to getting my braces off after like 3 years and everything.
So real talk, does it? I'm like, obviously this is a little controversial, but does it bother you to be dressed up as a fucking teen, as like a fucking woman?
I would love to talk about that. Yeah, so it's so interesting because me personally, in my personal life, I love the color pink. I love being princess, girly, feminine. That's part of my identity. It was before porn. I can't help the fact that I have like a small chest and I can't, well, like I chose to get braces, but for cosmetic purposes. So it sucks being put into that category because it's like ignorant to say like the teen category is a little infantilized because it is.
Yeah, because when was the last time you carried a backpack in real life?
Bro, for real. I mean, I will say I've not carried a backpack, but like it's like a little weird, when they put you in a bunch of candy bracelets and rainbow socks to your knees. And I stay away from those scenes now, actually. And I'm like, that's actually one of my resolutions for next year is I'm being pickier with my pro scenes and everything. I feel like getting my braces off is like going to be a whole new world. And I'm going to be trying to be more picky with everything I do with pro work from going forward.
I wouldn't call it picky, deliberate.
Deliberate. Thank you. I like that. Like I like that a lot more. Deliberate. I want to be more conscious and aware of the projects that I put myself in. Because when I joined porn because I was a slut. I love sex. I know, crazy, controversial, crazy of truth.
Wait a minute, women are allowed to enjoy sex?
No, I didn't say that. Let's not go that far. But no, but I shit, you got me. You got me. I forget what I was saying.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you there.
Hey, no, you're good. You're good. Now I'm thinking. You gotta remind me, man.
Well, you were saying like you enjoyed sex, so that's why you're here. Like, enjoyed, not past tense.
Right. My attention span goes so bad when I drink.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
this is why we're your number 2 show. God, like I can pay attention to age 3. I'm sober for that.
Oh man.
This motherfucker just giving me White Claws and beers.
I know. I'm like out of line. Forgot the plot.
It's past your bedtime too, so
Hey, okay. I have a question.
I have an answer.
Do you?
Yes, it might be wrong,
You
but
sound like every teacher I've ever had in my entire life.
that's horrible.
I have an answer.
I'm not.
Oh,
This
I
is
don't know.
not an
Can
educational
you?
show.
Can I go to the bathroom? I don't know. Can you? That energy.
Oh wow. I was just confidently saying that I have an answer. It may be completely wrong. I'm just going to say something so there's not dead air.
I already forgot the question.
Well, it must not have been that important.
It wasn't.
Do you need to use the bathroom?
No, I actually don't. Do you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an adult. I just get up and go.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Just leave you here mid-sentence. Just get up and go. Like, where's he going? Fuck. Is the interview over? He just stood up and didn't say shit. He just left.
Oh shit.
It's just the Scarlet show now.
I was saying I can host anytime.
I offered earlier.
Oh, can I be your soundbite guy?
Were you going to just do sound effects for me?
No, literally, I'll be your soundbite guy. I'll be in like the corner over there, and I can have like my laptop set up. And every time you need like a laughing track, I can be like, ha.
This is.
I could even do the audios for you. I could be the one laughing. I could be like, ha 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 ha.
I think this is Scarlett's elaborate plan to get out of her studio apartment. Like, yeah, I'm just going to move in here and work on the show.
I am trying to get out of my studio apartment right now.
Sorry.
Found out city living is not for me.
What, do you want to move up to the valley?
Yeah.
Hollywood's dope. I love.
If I could move, I want to move to West Hollywood.
You better stick with content creator life if you want to move to WeHo, because getting to the fucking valley from WeHo sucks.
Really? Oh, okay. That's good to know. I really love like Encino. I really like Encino.
That's the valley.
Yeah, like that's okay, right?
I mean, not to my elitist ass.
They have so much Mediterranean food, and that's like my least favorite type of food.
There's good Mediterranean around here.
I don't like Mediterranean that much. That's why I'm like, I don't want to go to. That's what I mean. I'm a foodie.
Okay.
So one of my qualifications is I look up I'm so crazy. Like I look up the restaurants around the area.
That is not crazy. That's not crazy.
It's a priority.
Right. You need food to live. Why you want to settle for fucking... I mean, I know you love Panda Express, but you could do better.
I could do better. I don't get Panda that much anymore. You
that much.
Proud of me. I got Taco Bell this morning, though.
You got Taco Bell for breakfast. Was it a really late night or an early morning?
It was kind of blurred, honestly. It was after that party I told you about. And, like, Taco Bell... Like, okay. Taco Bell is, like, Waffle House for a hangover. Have you ever had either? Or Denny's?
Oh, you could do much better than Denny's.
Okay, but after I used to go to metal shows or metalcore shows because I'm lame.
How's that lame?
Metalcore, people make fun of me because I don't listen to metal and I listen to metalcore. And the core part just upsets people.
What are you into, cattle decapitation?
No, like, so metalcore is like metal, but it'll have like melodic singing.
Well, I'm
okay.
Very aware of what metalcore is.
Okay, cool. What kind of music do you listen to?
My stage name is Matt Slayer because that's my shitty high school nickname.
Slayer.
Right. I was the kid who wore Slayer shirts all the time. That's my shitty high school nickname.
I know you have one in your closet right now, Matt.
I have a lot of metal shirts in my closet. Hell, I had to move a Machine Head hoodie for Erica to sit down.
He fucking love that. So my favorite bands, I love Architects is Amity Affliction is my number one. But there's this other band called Architects. That's fucking sick. I want to see them so bad live. I've never seen them live.
Why not?
I think they're Australian band. They're not of this country, and I never get to see them. I've seen Amity Affliction like 3 times. I've crowd surfed to them. Oh my god. I haven't been to a show since before COVID, and metal shows were like my everything. I like that was when I felt the most live, being in a mosh pit and just being able to just dance and not care about how I look dancing and just being able to thrash my body and scream and headbang.
What is the number one show you've been to?
Amity Affliction. But I will be honest, I haven't been to that many concerts because I only was able to afford concerts when I was like 20 years old. And that was still really rare. Like in college, I worked like 2 jobs just to be able to like afford that. And like I would save up money. So it was like a lot harder. So I also really valued those shows. You know what I mean? And since going into the industry, I'm a porn COVID baby. So I'm the COVID industry generation. There needs to be like a name for like how there was baby boomers after the war, porn stars after coronavirus. Because after COVID, when everybody lost their jobs and stuff, there was such a huge influx of people joining the industry, both independently and pro. Which, not to derail even further, but I think it's really cool because all of a suddenly everybody in their life knew a sex worker, and that was not a reality before that happened, before that boom happened.
Oh no, it's great because the OF revolution has really mainstreamed and just made it more socially acceptable to be in sex work. The problem is you got OnlyFans creators out there who are like, I'm not a sex worker. Like, motherfucker, you're not helping the cause.
So that's called, I've heard of that called like the horarchy. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not, but that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like the hierarchy where like strippers, like for example, are like, oh yeah, like I strip, but like I would never post it online. And girls online would be like, yeah, I post my tits online, but like I would never post it in pro for everyone to see. And pro people are like, yeah, I do pro porn, but I would never sleep someone in a private. And it's just this hierarchy of like, yeah, I do sex work, but not the dirty kind. And it's this way of just comparison and everything when really like we're all whores and we all sell sex and there's nothing wrong with that, and we're all a community, like Kazumi says, community over competition.
High tide raises all ships.
Roll Tide. Sorry.
Fucking Bama.
Sorry, Roll Tide.
There's different levels of social stigma with different types of sex work too, which I understand why people will try to categorize it just to like try to be a little less stigmatized, because it's like in some people's minds, like, oh, I date a stripper, but I would never date a porn star.
Right.
Like, oh, a stripper's just, taking dudes' money. They're not actually fucking anybody.
Right.
It's like,
and it's just this basis of confirmation bias, whatever like makes them, because if anything goes against whatever their preconceived beliefs are, they have to find a way to gymnastics that around their belief.
well, that's the problem is people have these beliefs and then just will not change them in any way, shape, or form. They're just like, nope, this is what I believe.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what the problem comes down to, is like people's inability to mend or be open. Because I come from a very like small town conservative, small, like I lived in bumfuck Alabama on a farm. Okay. Literally like nothing. And if I can be an open-minded person, anybody else can be. And like, I don't know, like my mother completely accepts my career, and she's like from deep south. She's actually like practiced Muslim, and she completely like accepts my career, and like she like asked to go to AVN this year just to support me, which is like I said no, but
What?
She would be too popular, and like I can't have everybody know my mom.
Why not? Your mom needs to get laid too.
No, no, she does not.
What do you mean your mom doesn't need to get laid?
She just had a kid last year.
Yeah, that was
Isn't
last
that
year.
crazy?
You're just saying like what? She only gets to bang every 18 months or so. Like,
Okay, we're not going to talk about my mom banging Matt.
see, you didn't say there was anything off limits. I found it. I found it.
You're right. You found it.
All right. No talking about banging your mother. Fine.
Not in front of me.
Well, I'm not going to hide it from you.
Okay, please hide it from me. Please, Matt. I'm begging you, hide it from me.
Okay.
I'm going to send her.
I'm a DM slider on the DL.
I'm going to send her just this bit. That's so fucking funny. Oh, can I show everybody my phone case?
Sure.
Okay.
It's full of bears.
Okay, so I just wanted to talk about it real quick because I've never.
Segue away from your.
Anything but that. No, I just wanted to say a side note. I looked everywhere for a cute phone case, and this is the first time I've ever like gotten a phone case that wasn't $10, and I really like it. It's really cute, and I'm really proud of it. And that's it, honestly. That's
Awesome.
all I wanted to share. I felt like it was.
And get away from the previous topic. Yes.
Yeah. No, absolutely. 100%. That was my way of coping.
You're just like, oh God. Fuck. Got it. Something else. Anything else. Run away from that topic.
Oh, about the mukbang.
About the mukbang.
So it's pronounced bukkake.
Bukkake.
Bukkake. It's such a funny word.
Would you ever want to do one of those? Like,
Yeah.
really?
Okay, this is I have mixed opinions because like I'm a messy girl. I love to be like degraded. I love to be humiliated. Ugh, I fucking love it. But I hate cold cum.
Well, it's coming from the source. I'm pretty sure it won't be cold.
After 10 seconds, it is. Mm-hmm. After 10 seconds.
I've never been concerned with my cum past 10 seconds after it leaving my body, so I wouldn't know.
Mm.
After 10 seconds, I forget it exists.
Well, that's good for you, Matt.
It is. It really is. I'm very happy with that life choice.
You know?
I'm very happy with it. 42 years of life. I have never questioned that life choice.
Okay, let me tell you about a traumatic moment I had.
The cold cum? All right.
Yes. Okay. This is really dark. This is really hard for me to talk about. Okay. No, my first fucking month in porn, I had this scene where it was a normal boy girl, but the guy had was like, oh, like at the end, are you cool with this? And he like had come in a wine glass, right? And then he had to adjust the cameras and redo the whole shot. And it was like 5 minutes later, and he's like, okay, now drink the cum.
He didn't even warm it up in the microwave for you?
No, he didn't even warm it up in the microwave for me.
Actually, what is the proper reheating cum?
I used to know the answer to that. No, I didn't. But
like, do you have to do you have to use heat, or can you microwave it? Like, would it become crusty if you microwave it?
You know, you must get all the ladies, Matt.
I'm not doing this. Once again, after it's left my body, I don't care what happened to it. I'm not reheating cum for anyone.
You would.
I'd get you a towel and go about my day.
At least you would get a towel. That's really nice.
Well, yeah, I don't want it on my sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I don't get you a towel, where else are you going to wipe it?
Oh, my God. On you. Fuck.
Well, this is why I cream pie people, so.
Yeah, I love cream pies. But that's another topic.
It is. This is why I got a vasectomy, so I could do it.
I did a collab with a guy last week who told me he got a vasectomy, and oh my God, it made the sex so much better once he told me that. Oh my God.
See, it either goes one or two ways, because either people are like, fuck yeah, free cream pie, or they're like, oh, well, that doesn't really trigger my breeding fetish at that point.
I don't know. I can get my head. I love the breeding cake. So I'll just be like, da 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 da. But I'll still get into it.
It's like, the goo's there. It's good. It's good.
The goo is there. The goo is good. GG.
As long as it's not cold, apparently.
It's not cold. Dude, okay. But cold cum. It's just, okay, literally, that scene, though, made me change my mind on cold cum, man. It was just Yeah, it was just on the move. I don't think your viewers want to even hear about it. You might think they do, and they might think they do, but like that's it. We're gonna keep it at that. It was wild. It's been 3 years and I still think about it.
It's traumatic at this point.
It's traumatic.
You go to a restaurant, they pull out a wine glass. You're
Oh
like,
my
no,
God.
no, no. We need different glassware.
Oh my God. Anybody pulls out glue. Oh my God. I can't do anything. I'm useless at that point.
No, not again.
Not the cum. Not the wine glass.
Some poor waiter's like, what is happening right now?
This poor woman, why is she sobbing?
I just asked her, if she'd like to try the wine. Oh, God.
Oh God.
So for the potential audience out there that's, maybe like, Scarlet, you'd be great to date. You finger people's assholes. The wine bar is not the move.
No. I will totally like swivel 3,000 you, but like I draw the line at cum wine glass. Just different boundaries, different strokes for different folks.
But come shot glass. No glassware.
No glassware. Yeah, mug maybe. A ceramic mug.
How about like a medicine spoon?
Bro.
A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Medicine go down. She had to drink on that one for the audio audience. And she swore it's like she is literally washing her mouth out with White Claw at the moment.
Yep, that's me.
How was the mystery beer, by the way?
Oh, I hate it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like beer though. It's not the beer's fault. I still wanted to try it.
It's my fault for providing it.
So sorry. I was literally like, can I try your mystery beer? And then I tried one sip and I was like, oh, wait, I forgot I hate beer. There's just always this like, okay, actually, I love PBR. I'm so trashy.
It won a blue ribbon. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it won the Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm just saying, like, that's like the biggest ribbon you can win is the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay.
It won that blue ribbon.
What the fuck is this, Momotaro?
I don't fucking know.
It didn't win a fucking ribbon. I can't speak.
That's good for podcasting.
I think so.
I think so too. My audience is like, no, we're not here for anyone speaking. We're just
we're here for ASMR.
Right. We're just gonna watch them on mute the whole time.
So I was actually talking about this earlier. I love the fact that podcasts are more visual now, because like it's just like a podcast and it should be more audio. But oh my God, I'm such a burpy girl. But I love the fact that that most of the podcasts I watch are also like just on YouTube and streaming sites. So it's kind of like the modern way of having a talk show. So even though it's called a podcast, a lot of people visually watch the podcast, which I think is cool.
Yeah, I really wish I had adopted that much fucking sooner, because there's 3 years of this show that is audio only.
No way. I noticed that you have audio versions, and then so what is the point of that? Because when I listen to a podcast, I just like curiosity, because I will listen to the visual one. I just won't look at it if I'm driving or doing my own thing or sleeping.
It's multiple distribution platforms. I have different ad revenue setups for the audio. The Inside Baseball folks. Some things that YouTube will not let fly, 100% can fly on the audio versions.
I see. Okay, that makes more sense.
And there's still a good number of people that are old school and want to consume podcasts via audio.
That's true. That's become 100% true.
And like, why would I deny those people?
Yeah.
Like, those are the OGs. Those are the people that have been around since 2016.
And honestly, you having the black screen helps a lot, because like
You don't have to see me.
yeah. No, I mean like obviously that like that's a huge plus, but besides that, no, I'm kidding. I love you. I
Just met me. That's obviously a lie.
oh no, I've been love bombing you the moment I got here. Don't fucking lie. It's the audience.
Oh, this is how I end up in a narcissistic relationship and I'm confused.
Not yet. This is Nathan Bronson. Nathan Bronson your desk. What was I talking about?
People not seeing my face.
Oh yeah. So it's really helpful that you do that though, because like I listen to podcasts going to sleep, and I love specifically when so it's either podcasts or rain noises. But
so has my voice put you to sleep before?
Okay. I've never listened to your podcast to go to sleep. I'm so sorry, babe. Sorry, I don't mean to break it to you this way, and I didn't want to do it so publicly, but when I take like a shit in the morning, like I listen to you.
This is just good content for taking the shit too.
Yeah.
It loosens you right up.
Listen to me.
It's like fiber for your ears.
I know. Bro, that was so fucking gold. You should put that. It should be. Wait, it should be your podcast. That should be the tagline, like right there, like on a t-shirt.
Just a big poop emoji with it.
There you go. It should be a poop emoji with a shot glass.
Just a shot. I'm just gonna go take a massive shit and put a shot glass in it and like just take a picture of it.
And now we drink.
Judging by some of my YouTube comments, people would agree.
But yeah, what I was saying was like I listen to podcasts to go to sleep a lot of the time, but they won't have like a dark version. It won't be like an audio version. But when I listen to rain noises, it'll be like rain noises or rain noises with a black screen. And those are the ones I prefer, especially because I get headaches and everything. So I don't know, like I think podcasts are so cool because you contribute to so many people's sleep.
I've put so many people to sleep.
Not in that way, but also in that way, but like in a good way because you become a part of someone's daily routine, whether you know it or not.
I mean, that's the hope.
It's any type of long form content. I feel like if they become a fan of you, even if it's just one person, isn't that cool though?
It is. It's a weird like situation like in the current creator world because it's just like in the old school metrics, like the fact that I could post a short and it will have thousands of views in an hour, like that is a small venue. Like if I was performing live, that is a small venue's worth of people. That would be a fairly packed show, like because of the scale of things. It's just like that ain't shit.
I know, and we've become so numb to it because of this saturation of influencers and micro influencers. But like, it's so crazy that like 1,000 real human beings sat down and listened to you speak. You know, like that's just like a really crazy thought to have. Like, and I don't feel like it's a porn podcast or it's whatever. But like, it's really fucking cool. Like, I don't know. I think it's really cool to come up with any creative thing and. Like if just one human being with like a real life made that part of their routine, I think that's such a trip. It's such a trip.
So how's it a trip for you for like your Pornhub numbers? Like, cause that's significantly more.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty crazy.
The population of California.
I got like nominated for an AVN and XBIZ award for like best new performer last year, and that shit was insane because I went to the nominations party like I'm just a person. And like they had like said that shit and I was like, people know I exist. That's crazy. That's really weird. I like when they said that this guy had taken a video of me because he was already talking to me, but I literally like dropped to the floor in shock because I was like, wow. Like it's just crazy knowing that you have any recognition for anything, you know? And like I think it's just so cool. I think it's so cool because it's going to give me a platform to give my safer work ideas too. Because I have a lot of safer work passions with writing and everything. And I would love to make a poetry book one day or whatever.
What's stopping you?
Honestly, just time right now. I'm so busy living this life and I love this life that I have all this poetry. So before I was in porn, I was on Tumblr back when that was the thing. And I was anonymous on there, but I had a pretty popular Tumblr writing blog, and it had like fucking 50,000 followers for my writing, and that was back when I was in high school and everything, and it's like still up. But like someday I would love to just like publish that with my writings.
But why aren't you making time for it then?
You know, that's such a great question. I'm having so much fun with this era in my life that when that comes to me. Like it'll come to me again. And I think that'll be in the next couple of years. But right now I'm like having so much fun creating porn. And like everything that I do in my life has to have meaning to me. And like porn is porn. But man, I love the fucking porn I make. I love the connections that I make. I love the experiences that I'm having. And I'm always the type of person, like, I'm going to follow my heart and listen to the vibes and everything that gives me. So when I feel like it's the time to go to writing, I will go to that again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you ever imagine 4 years ago that you'd be at a party with like Anna Kendrick and like mainstream celebrities?
No, I mean, 4 years ago, my life was completely 180. I'm so grateful to where my life is now. You know, there's so many bad things about the industry, but there's so many good things about the industry. It's such a mixed bag. And a lot of people focus on the negative, but man, porn, like completely, like, it'll be 3 years in a couple of weeks. And porn, like, it's such a mixed bag, but like, it really like changed my life for the better. It helped me break generational curses. Like, absolutely. Like, it got me out of the situation I was in, and it got me here. And I've had such a great experience.
You're at the pinnacle of your career now. You're on it. Now we drink.
Not yet. Oh wait, no, yeah, I see. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm
no, I'm not here. No, not
yet. No, this right here on
Pinnacle.
your podcast.
All downhill from there.
This is the peak for me. This is literally like, I dream porn so I could be on your podcast. I don't think you understand, Matt. Like 3 years ago, like when I joined my agency, I was like, I'm only doing this to be on your podcast.
So many assholes fingered just to be on this podcast.
Literally. Like, you know how many assholes I had to go through physically, verbally, emotionally?
Well, I'm happy you're here.
I'm happy too, man. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
No, this has been such a fucking fun time. I've had such a good time.
We're not done yet.
I know.
I know it's past your bedtime and you're like, any second now, I can fucking leave.
No, not at all. I'm having such a blast. Drinking definitely helps me go past my curfew.
Awesome.
Mm.
What would you 3 years ago have been like if you could just imagine your life today? Be like 3 years ago, just like, oh yeah, in 3 years, I'm going to be nominated for awards. Millions of people are going to know who I am.
So, yeah, I just didn't know it would get to this point just because I always wanted to get into porn. So I did the whole college route. I got my whole degree. Like, I graduated and everything.
What's the degree in?
I have my bachelor's in psychology. I have my double minor in sociology and family and human development. So fucking cool. If college was free, I would go back just to learn some more. College is a scam, though. I don't recommend it.
I know you're on record on other shows talking about that you wanted to get into relationship counseling and marriage counseling and sex counseling.
Right. Yeah.
I did a little research.
Yeah. So, my very first, so I was homeschooled until my sophomore year of high school. All throughout. Like, I was completely, like, I did not go to school until my sophomore year. And on career presentation day, we had to say what career we wanted. And like, I went up to in front of everybody, like, awkward as fuck, and I was like, I want to be a sexologist. Like, I was the weird homeschool kid, like, had no friends, and I was like this like, just like so fucking crazy. I was just like, I want to be a sexologist, and I'm so interested in, like, I was so interested in, like, the psychology behind sex, like, when I was a virgin. Sex, I don't know, sex has always interested me. Like,
That's
even
how
if
we
I
all
wasn't
got
in
here.
porn, like, yeah, but even if I wasn't in porn, I was thinking of being a sex educator. I was thinking of being a victim's advocate. Like, I'm so interested in it. And even today, like, I'm like, man, like, sexology is such a rare degree. Only certain universities offer it as a PhD program. But I could see myself in my 40s and my 30s when I'm done with the performative side of this. I would love to be a speaker. I would love to just talk about sex and, like, the good parts of sex, the bad parts of sex, the messy parts of sex. Like,
Gonna go the whole Nina Hartley route?
I'm not familiar. I hate.
Familiar with Nina?
I'm not. I need to educate myself on just people in general.
Oh, Nina's great. Nina's an old school performer and like has become a published author and like public speaker about.
I'll have to look into her, actually. Yeah. That's really cool.
Nina's absolutely great. I mean, she generally still shows up to AVN every year, right?
That's cool.
Oh. Shows how often I go to AVN.
I always said if you could have any job in the world, I think the coolest fucking job that's best of both worlds is a famous author, because First off, you're fucking recognized for the creative work that you do, which is like such a turn on, right? That's like so fucking hot. But then nobody fucking recognizes you. Like you can go out to dinner and like nobody will like say anything. And the people that do say something are like true, genuine fans. And they like know you so well that they know your face. And you're like, wow, like you love my work. Like I think it's such a cool job. I don't know. This is like perfect.
It's a rough job. Being an author is a rough job.
I see.
Especially in modern society that people are into so much into shorter form content. Like the amount of people who read or like actually take time to read novels is on the decline.
Yeah, so there was like a big boost in like 2012 when like there's a bunch of YA dystopian like Hunger Games, Maze Runner, Percy Jackson. That was like a weird like push for like authors and books for like teenagers back in those times. But like when I was a teenager, like Hunger Games was such a big deal. Like that's what got me really into like reading books and everything. But nowadays it's definitely, I mean, it's only like 15 years in the future, but
A lot can change in 15 years.
it's just not. Like I feel like the last book I read was Jeanette McCurdy. I'm glad my mom died. Which is like, oh my god, it's such a good fucking whatever. But
What's it about?
It's about Jeanette McCurdy, this actress. I usually read fiction. This is a nonfiction about her life. She's this Nickelodeon star when she was a child. Anyway, she made this book about how her mother died of cancer, but she's glad her mom died. And it was basically this whole like biopic about like how her mom like forced her into acting. She was like this abusive. It's a really good book if you have a complex relationship with a family member.
Most of us in this industry do.
Absolutely. Most of us in this industry do. Most people, period, do.
Some people are in denial about it.
So I feel like an interesting thing, if a lot of people think like you get into this job because you have daddy issues or you have family issues. But I don't think it's like despite those issues. I think it's more the fact that like their opinions aren't weighing on you.
Right. You're not living your life for them.
Exactly. So I feel like when people say that, it's like, yeah, most people probably do have more family issues, but it's not because of those family issues that they're doing this. It's the fact that they don't weigh their opinions so heavily on their life that they're okay and feel comfortable doing it.
Well said. First and foremost, well fucking said. Because I can't wrap my brain around the people that are like, oh, my parents won't approve. Like, bro, it's your life. Like, what are you going to do later on when they're not here and you still are? Are you going to continue trying to live your life for their approval? They're not here anymore.
So it'll be one day of them saying that they don't approve. And like everybody's situation is different though, because like I get it. Like personally, my family's opinion just doesn't weigh on me. But I get other people like maybe like
I don't get it.
I don't get it, but I respect it.
I honestly don't. I don't.
I respect that.
I don't respect it because it's just
I just genuinely, I know that I come from such a unique family that like I just don't empathize at all because like I literally like, I don't know, I cut off people like this. So if somebody doesn't like what I do, family or friend, I'm just like, okay, no big deal. I'll go with people that like that.
Well, I feel that should be a balancing act too, because it's like some people are legitimately telling you something you don't want to hear because they care about you. They actually give a fuck. And you may be doing something that is, you know, what you think is right, but is not.
Mm-hmm.
So I take that all with a grain of salt. Like, it's all about the intent. Like, are you giving me this advice because of your own traumas, you're projecting your own bullshit onto me? Or are you giving me this advice because you legitimately think I'm fucking up right now?
And it's hard, but too, because then you know that other people, civilians' perspective on you comes from how like their portrayal that they see on social media. And so when you see specific porn stars coming on social media and say XYZ, and like they're like, oh man, I've only heard about this dark, terrible. Okay, so for example, let me backtrack. I have this beautiful best friend, and like she's like my only civilian friend that like is like just a little bit sketched out, and that's just because of her own experiences, and she's just like a more guarded person, and she's my only friend that's a little like iffy about me being in the industry, but it comes from a good place because she, like, from her perspective, she's only seen these interviews of these porn stars coming out saying, like, I got this, I got that, like, this happened to me. And those are all valid experiences. But man, the negative voices are way louder than the positive ones.
That is definitely the human experience. But also, as someone who works in this fucking industry, when I have civilian friends being like, I want to think about getting into sex work, I try to talk them out of it. Mm-hmm. Because there is a lot of negative that comes with it. Like, you need to be educated before you walk into this shit.
Yes, I totally agree. And I've been asked, that's one of, especially my first year, I would say it happens less now, but people would ask me their thoughts of them getting in the industry. And I had this copy and paste in my notes that I would send them. And I'd be like, here's the copy and paste I'm going to send you. And it would be like, you should join the industry, but only if you consider all of this. Do not do it for the money.
Because you may make none.
Yeah, you might make none.
I know plenty of performers.
It's the same rate that it was 20 years ago, wasn't it?
Not quite that bad, but it's not great.
Okay, I heard it's been the same rate since the 2000s, but who knows?
In the last 10 years, it has not changed much.
Yeah.
And inflation has definitely been...
I heard anal hasn't changed.
Depends on how you sell it.
I'm way too saturated.
But it's also one of those things like, I know plenty of performers that are effectively living check to check.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. And like, yeah, just people just definitely don't realize that. And that's okay. It's not their thing, their responsibility to realize. But.
Right, but if like someone's trying to come in and make this their career choice, they should fucking know.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, that's 100% true because like, and not just that, but it really does. It's there forever. And also you're going to be having sex with people. Like you have to have like a really open mind. Like I'm attracted to most people. I love older men. I love men my age. I love bigger men. I love skinnier men. But if you're the type of person that like isn't going to be cool working with like specific people, men or women, specific body types, specific ages, specific personalities, you're going to have a hard time in this job, and you should not be doing it just for the money. You should be doing it because of more than that. You love sex. You love people. You love connections.
Yeah.
You're excited. Like.
Yeah, because if you aren't excited to be here, it shows on camera. And that is a surefire way to be a performer who's living check to check, is being unenthusiastic about the job. Because for anyone who doesn't realize, this shit is high school and everyone fucking gossips, especially the people in production.
Yeah.
Like,
especially production, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because we're the only ones that are around forever.
I was talking at this, like at that party with the mechanical bull. I can't remember it really well, but it like with this guy, and I was just like, man, like some of the directors, man, are so mean to some, like, I don't know, the talent and not to me specifically, but like there's so many times where I guess this is kind of derailed. This is kind of like off your point.
No.
But like this is kind of something I do want to talk about is like when you're a director and like, okay, every guy wants to be a male porn star. No. Every man. No, they think they want to be.
I never wanted the job.
But you're like a minority, right? Like you're like.
Because I understand the reality of the situation.
Yeah, because you understand, because you're production side. And that's what I'm getting to. And then you get there and like, it's really hard to be a male performer because you don't want to be a weirdo. You also want to make sure your dick works. You also feel weird about jerking your dick in front of everybody. And you also have to stay hard and like a bunch of other factors. And so it's really hard when a guy can't come maybe like the first time, which is normal. But then the director is like, why can't you get hard? What are you doing? And like being so unsexy. And I'm just like, well, now Jonathan is never going to get hard, Rick. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't help anybody.
you're standing over him. now I have to talk him and tell him, you know, da, 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 da. You're good. You're great. Because you are good. You are great. That's completely opposite what you were talking about production. But.
No. But that is a reality of the job. And it's one of those things like, I don't understand why directors do that shit either, because it's like, you're not helping anyone there.
Shooting yourself in the foot.
Right. Think that shit. Oh, 100% think that shit. Because every crew wants to go home. Every crew just wants to go home.
Of course. Absolutely. Especially when you're not the one getting fucked on camera. I can imagine.
Well,
but it like, man, it shoots you in the foot because now this guy's thinking about, man, the director's thinking about now how I'm not getting hard. Now
he's never going to book me again.
Yeah. And now like all that's going through his head. And you're like, you got to be smart. You got to play your cards carefully. Every part of this job, you got to play your cards carefully. And that's including like being, I don't know. It's really hard out there for male talent. I'm just saying, like, I have so much respect for male talents.
Oh, yeah. It's a rough job. As I said, there's a reason I've never wanted it. Like,
I think their pay should be higher. I really, truly, I think their rate should be more just because of that.
I mean, it probably should be for the difficulty of the job.
Yeah.
But because supply and demand, there's...
Yeah, you're right.
Throw a fucking stone and there'll be 100 dudes trying to sign up to do the job. I mean, hell, we were talking about bukakis earlier. You know they don't pay everyone who does them.
No. Same with the game, the blow bangs,
like with the fucking mopes, with the fucking bukakis, they only pay the first 10 guys who pop out of however fucking many are there. It's just like, how fucked up is that? Like, you're gonna come jerk your dick on fucking film. The girl's not gonna even touch you. Not even gonna fucking touch you. And if you're number 11, you just got your dick on the internet jerking off.
Yeah.
Shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of other dudes for nothing. Hell,
you're the last one.
It costs you money because you still have to get a test.
Bro. On that note, I'm going to go take a bathroom break.
All right.
Hi, I'm back. I went to the bathroom.
We all went to the bathroom.
Actually at the same time, we all like stood over each other and like squatted and like.
My anal cherry is intact, folks. It is intact. Definitely is.
It's not. It's not though. Why are you lying?
I would never lie about that.
He loves to lie. Let me out. You've heard it here first, folks.
I would never lie about that. I've talked about getting chlamydia on air. Why would I lie about having you finger my asshole?
There are reasons, Matt.
Your publicist is like, I would not advise that if I were your publicist for you to talk about that. That's not good publicity, Matt.
I think it's the best publicity, to be honest.
I got it from civilians.
Oh, chlamydia?
Uh-huh.
Okay, not anal. Okay.
No. No. As I said, my anal is intact.
I got the most STDs when I was a civilian.
Well, yeah, because they don't test.
Yeah, because they don't test. They don't test.
I used to like half joke. It's like, it's real, but I used to joke about it. It's like, when I hook up with performers, like, I'm the risk.
Literally, though, because like, people don't even know what MGen is. Do you know what MGen is? You don't know what MGen is.
I mean, half the industry doesn't know what MGen is. No shade to Pass at the moment. It doesn't really seem like Pass really knows what MGen is. So
they have this thing where it's like you have to be tested once a month for MGen now for Pass, but like I don't feel like everybody knows that because I just got tested for MGen again, but like nobody knows that they have to be tested through Pass specifically because they're still going to non-Pass facilities. And then like when they go to get tested positive for MGen, they're not doing the tracking program, and people don't even know the tracking program exists. Do you know what the tracking program is?
I don't.
So the tracking program, no sex worker is even going to watch this, and this is for you guys. But the tracking program,
dirty civilians.
But no, for Pass, if you do get tested MGen positive, they have a tracking program because MGen is so hard to like capture. Right now, it's so complex and new.
It's content.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, you need to tell us everybody you've worked for, and we'll contact them, and everybody they've worked for. It tracks.
Well,
That way they just get the tested performers because it's such a slow growing disease.
well, the problem is like anecdotally. This is completely anecdotally. Like another performer I was talking to was like,
Absolutely.
she like from one lab she tested positive for MGen. Everyone she worked with tested negative. She went to her primary care physician, tested negative. Like went to one of the other testing facilities, tested negative. Went back to
It's conspiracy, man.
lab one and tested positive. I wouldn't say it's a conspiracy. I don't think they're purposely causing false positives.
No, yeah.
But who knows if something's not being handled properly? Or she was saying that her primary care physician is like, depending on where you are in your cycle, you're much more likely to possibly pop false positive.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's pretty crazy.
Just for women, like dudes, 100% their tests are accurate. But for women, depending on where they are in their cycle.
That's really fascinating. I never heard about that. That's actually really interesting.
I'm also playing telephone from another performer.
Yeah, I know, but like still, like that is true.
But she's like,
that's really cool. That's actually not cool, but that's really fascinating to know, like the science, because like I had some false positives last year for like 3 months.
well, but part of the problem is she's like, I did 2 weeks of the antibiotics. They tore me the fuck up. And that's how we're possibly going to get antibiotic resistant strains is because you're taking antibiotics when you're not actually sick.
And I think it was either chlamydia or gonorrhea. They have said is antibiotic. It's
Gonorrhea.
Yeah, gonorrhea. Yeah, it's immune to every antibiotic except one now.
Yeah, and I just read a study that they're rolling out a new antibiotic for it. Because right now it's resistant to every like individual antibiotic, but you can make an antibiotic cocktail that will still defeat it for the moment. But the FDA is testing a new antibiotic that will just. It's like, man, this is fucked up. Like I hooked up with performers because it was safe, and now it's like, oh, that's not even safe anymore. Like, do I have to get into a monogamous relationship or some bullshit? Like, fuck that.
Matt, let me tell you another story.
Always.
Okay. My first fucking year into porn, the doctors thought I had an appendicitis. They put me under. I went through an appendectomy, which is so fucking minor. They took my appendix out, and it turned out to be pelvic inflammatory disease because of an STD, because of just chlamydia. So like I had just worked with a performer, and this is so important, guys. Like I had worked with a performer. I just gotten tested that week. I was clean. 4 days after working with that performer, my gonorrhea, whatever it was, had turned into pelvic inflammatory disease. And literally, like, I could not walk for, like, ever. Like, I woke up one day and I couldn't walk.
They actually wheeled her in here.
No, but it was great. No, but like I had to get an ambulance. It was like insane and everything. But like a lot of people don't realize that like STDs can be really dangerous because that like permanently scarred me for life. Not to be like negative or anything. I'm cool now. Like this was 2 years ago. Like I'm cool. Like with my permanent scarring, we're friends, we're buddies.
Did they let you keep the appendix in a jar?
Dude, I wanted to feed it to my dog, but they wouldn't let me. No, not really.
Aw, but your dog could have had a part of you in it as part of him forever.
Ew. You hear about those people that like get the placenta and they.
I need a placenta. I definitely need a placenta.
You're disgusting.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, but I'd also have a bukkake on my face.
Nope, that I wouldn't do. Get in my beard.
I almost got him to say it. I almost got it.
Like, dude, getting the cum out of my beard would be horrible.
I'd help you out.
Aw.
You'd be so cute with cum all over your face.
No, it'd be cold. You'd just run away.
I mean, if it's cold, then I won't touch it.
Right, exactly.
You're right.
It's like, I'm going to just have cold cum in my beard and be like, I thought you were going to help.
I trusted you.
I trusted you. 10 men just got paid to come on me and 10 didn't.
Oh, man. I hate when that happens.
Especially to them. They're the ones not getting paid. You would at least get paid for it.
Okay, they should be honored.
None of your scene partners should be paid. They should all be honored to be there.
Okay, I didn't say that. But if they want to,
But you didn't say that.
I didn't say that. You're right. Looking like a true politician.
And you're just dodging the question now. You're not on record either way.
What's a record? Oh, you like records? What's your favorite type of record? We're talking about records, right? Like,
Nice dodge.
Yeah.
So
Dodge. I love dodgeball, dude. It's been so long since.
Should your scene partners be paid to have sex with you?
Yes, absolutely. Fuck.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Now we can segue away.
You're so funny.
Wow. Ouch. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Goddamn. Just
You know what,
asking one
Matt?
fucking semi-serious, no, not even serious question, but
Matt, let me ask you some questions.
feel free.
How's your day going?
Well, seeing as I did not successfully see someone in court this morning, it's going okay.
Oh, let's talk about. Oh, can we talk about the relationship specifically, or can?
Oh, I'm just,
not like name names, but can we talk
just-
about the relationship before I say that?
the quick and dirty of it is someone owes me some fucking money.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I had to go to court to try to collect, and it's being a fucking nightmare.
I've been to court before. I'm really sorry. That's really
Criminal or?
Yeah, actually. I got sued for a restraining order when I was 17 years old because I actually got framed and I won the case.
Whoa. What the fuck happened?
This is a crazy story, actually. When I was 17 years old.
So you got accused of stalking a dude?
No, a woman.
Okay.
And I actually got framed by somebody that I know in my life, and I didn't find this out until years later. This is another reason I wanted to make a YouTube channel, because this is actually a really intense story. And like, not intense, but it's like funny and crazy. And
I want to hear it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I will try not to make too many jokes during this.
It's hard not to say the relationship, so I'll say it was a family member that had pretended to be me. But at this point, I was living with my boyfriend. I was 17 years old. I was away from my family. And I had heard that this family member was getting sued by our neighbor. And I was like, okay, you're getting sued by this neighbor and you want support. I'll come to the courthouse and I will support you. So we're driving there, right? I'm with my boyfriend. I'm with this family member. This family member hands me the papers for the fucking court case. And I'm reading it, and this is how I found out. It's a defendant, and it had my name on it. Like that's literally how I found out. Was on the way to the courthouse that day. I had no idea that I thought I was going to be a witness this whole time until the ride there.
So you got fucked for giving a fuck when it wasn't your turn to give a fuck.
So this person had a falling out with their neighbor and had decided to pretend to be me and make a bunch of email addresses and like social media accounts pretending to be me in various different ways, and had to message their company on Google reviews, their Facebook account, their other social medias, and so all this nasty, like awful shit. And I had no idea. And then I had come to court that day, and I had my lawyer. I was like, I didn't know this was a thing. He was like the family lawyer. I had known him before. And this was like fucking 9 years ago. This is ancient history now. But like, I had gone up on the stand and everything. They were like, did you save this email? And I was like, no, I did not. I was literally in school. And thank goodness they believed me, because it was literally all true. I barely knew this woman. And it was really all framed. But for years, I thought she, the neighbor, had made those fake accounts of me. And I didn't put two and two together. But really crazy story. But I've been to criminal court, and I don't know. That's a crazy story, and it's something I'm pretty open about now.
Right? Like generally when people impersonate porn stars, it's not to try to...
Yeah. So it was an impersonation case. And I've been to court 2 times in my life, both when I was a child. The other time was for just change my last name because I got legally adopted, which is no big deal. But yeah, like
By the Skies family? I got it.
Yeah, by the Skies family. Yeah. They were so kind. The Skies family.
The family Skies.
Yeah. We have Rouge. We have Maroon.
Indigo Skies.
Sage. Oh, Indigo, right? Yeah. We have Pastel. There's so many Scarlets in the industry.
You should start your own agency and just force everyone to take your legal last name.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Your
how
whole-
culty is that?
Disguise agency and everyone's last name.
I saw some type of porn like family like that. I forget what their name was, but I remember like they all had like the same last name. Okay, what's your opinion on porn couples that have the same last name?
Bad move. Bad fucking move. So when I first got in, back in Chicago, like there's my buddy who we kind of got in together, and then his girlfriend became a performer like shortly thereafter after getting involved with him.
Right.
And when she came up with her stage name, it's just like, get a different fucking stage name. And then, of course, she ended up using his fucking stage name.
Right.
And then they had a really fucking messy divorce.
It's always how it happens.
Really fucking messy divorce. Like, super duper messy. And it's like, you still have his fucking stage name as your last name. And the best part is, he's one of these dudes where it's just like, his stage, like, last name was his real life middle name. So it's like, you have his
Middle name.
legal middle name as your stage last name.
Girl. No, just no.
Don't do it.
I remember getting in the industry. I just remember seeing that with like couples that have been together for like a year and they got into porn together. And like I'm pretty open. I have a partner and he's getting into the industry. And let me tell you, we are completely independent people.
Good look at you turning him out.
Yeah, we don't have the same last name. We're not associated. Like,
How long till you fingered his asshole?
I would say it was actually 1 year and like 3 months then. No,
Oh,
wait, it was 1 year and 2 months then actually, because it was
look
April. It was my birthday month.
Oh, it was a happy birthday to you. He just
It was-
kind of presented his asshole to you for your birthday.
Yeah, kinda. I really want.
Happy birthday, babe. Here's my asshole. I know you've been waiting for it.
I was his first, too. I was also his first. Matt, you have no idea. It was my calling. I was meant to be everybody's first.
Sorry, you're not getting in my asshole.
Matt, I am though.
No, you're not.
It's not happening, but it's
I
happening.
do not consent. I'm on camera. I do not consent to these things.
He consented before it was on camera. It's okay.
Pull the 2257. Oh, I don't see any.
A 2257. You're such. That's so funny. I've never heard it called that. A 2257?
2257, yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard it. Oh, my publicist is like, you're crazy.
Us old schoolers, I guess.
Yeah, I guess like us, Gen. Is it Gen X or Gen Z? I don't even know what fucking generation.
I don't know what generation you olds are.
No, me.
You?
What is 97?
Oh, definitely Z.
Z. Okay, I did. I always get X. I don't know why Z comes after X. Obviously. Fuck, dude.
Oh, I thought you were just calling us real elderly. Like, oh, you Gen Xer motherfucker.
No, fuck no, not at all.
I may be accurate, but
You're like 10 years older than me.
no, that's bad math. But okay, I'll take it.
No, I did the math earlier.
Well, that would make me
Wait.
37. I am
Are
not.
you not? Oh man, I'm bad at math, man.
It's okay. You're not a mathematician.
No, I'm not. I'm a porn star. Anyway, I have.
Like, I'm out
It's
now.
really cool scene coming up with Alex Jones. This is reverse gangbang.
No, it's like, whoa, you said I'm not a mathematician. I am signing off. Like,
Bro,
show's over.
Uber, my Uber. I'm telling you.
Motherfucker said I'm not a mathematician. I can't believe I didn't come on here to be insulted.
This is the name of the bottle.
It is.
Elijah Craig. God, I'm such a cheap bitch. I've never even heard of Elijah Craig, and
It's not a very expensive.
I know. I was about to say it's probably not even an expensive fucking bottle. I'm so bad with whiskey though. I gave up on whiskey when I was 19.
Why?
I threw up way too much on it. Just the basic girly experience. Fireball specifically.
Fireball's not whiskey.
Yeah, it's not, but it's just enough for me to like not fuck with it ever again. Like, and it sucks because I really used to like whiskey back in the day.
We have to get you to real whiskey, not cinnamon flavored whiskey liqueur.
Well, give me some fake Chinese food and maybe we'll talk about it.
Okay, done.
Full circle.
Done. I will buy you sugar chicken to get you to drink real whiskey.
He's not going to do it, guys.
Oh,
He's not going to do it.
I will commit to the bit. Like, you don't understand. Like, I will. I do things for comedic purposes all the fucking. I bought.
You're so funny.
Ouch!
That's true.
Every time you say it like that, it's like,
Bro.
oh. I once had a friend like say on social media like
Bro.
he wishes he had a pussy because he would make it so far in life. I bought him a fucking embalmed cow's uterus and sent it to him.
You're so funny.
Ow! God damn! You're not a mathematician. If we're just gonna throw insults,
Ow!
if we're just gonna throw insults, you're not a mathematician.
It hurt so bad. When I wanted to become a porn star, I wanted to be so good at math.
Yeah, that doesn't quite hit the same. Fuck.
No, this has been such a. Hold on, guys. So, what was the first tattoo you got? And also, second question to follow that up. I really want to be an alt model, but I joined porn when I didn't have tattoos. Do you think I could make it?
You're trying to be your own boss. Like, as you said earlier in the interview, you're not as concerned with the mainstream bookings. So do what makes you fucking happy. Make content that makes you fucking happy. And as long as your fans identify it with, the mainstream companies will still come to you. This isn't fucking 2010 where like Burning Angel was the only game in town to do alt porn.
Right.
Or Vivid Alt. Remember Vivid Alt?
I don't. I just know that Evil Angel was pretty good with tattoos.
But we are in like the post Bonnie Rotten world.
Yeah. And it's honestly time for pro scenes to catch up because like I don't know, like my favorite artist, my favorite porn performer is Valerica Steele.
She's killing it right now.
And she's just amazing. Like I look up to her as a performer so much. Like she's so cool. Like I think she's so cool because she does pro, but she does a lot of her own independent stuff, and she kept getting more tattoos, and she didn't really care what people were saying, and like Hussey was really pulling for her hard to like get that, and I really appreciate them for that and everything, and like I don't know. Like I was really pushed in the teen category with braces and everything, and I don't want to get tattoos right now. But
I was gonna go grab the gun.
No, right, bro? But like, if you
Just
had the
let-
gun, I
Just
would.
let me like drunkenly tattoo you. Like
Well,
that'd be a first for the show.
Like my whole persona is like cute, innocent princess, whatever. Because I am, but like also like such a burpy girl. But also like I would love to just be covered in tattoos. And like when I first joined porn, I had split dye hair, actually. And I'm like, and my agency had me get rid of it for good reason.
Once again,
But it was ginger and blonde, split dye.
they work for you. You should have
Metal
told them to
shows?
fuck themselves.
Oh no, not even, because honestly, like it was okay. I look back
No,
at those.
they should have. They should have
It was a
suggested.
recommendation. It was a recommendation. They didn't tell me.
Okay,
I will say
'cause
that.
I'm a big proponent of reminding the fucking agents
Mhm.
that they work for the performers, not the other way around.
And I will say that because like I've been at agent houses that I'm not a part of. But I've been in agency places where like I've seen where the agents like act with their clients and are just like, this should be a more even dynamic. You guys are, this is a partnership, if anything. At the least, it's a partnership. At the most, they work for you.
No,
No
it's
matter
never
what
a
it
partnership.
is.
There are laws that regulate this
Yes,
shit in
you're right.
California.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are actually right. I will let you correct me on that because yeah, like that's literally
Literally, like
correct. Yeah, that's
like
right.
it's wild how much like the agents get away with. Like, I don't know if you're aware. Do you know that if you're on an underinsured set and you get injured, your agent has to provide workers' comp for you?
Really?
Mm-hmm. California law.
I didn't know that.
Right. And that's part of the problem is, as your
I
agent,
don't know rights.
they should be fucking making you aware of shit like that.
Hmm.
That's why it's so important to actually be with a licensed agent, because
Licensed and bonded agent.
right,
Absolutely.
that license and bond includes shit like maintaining workers' comp insurance.
Wow. That's crazy. That's like something I don't think I've ever known.
Right,
Like,
and
all in my research. And I feel like that's something that's so important. I feel like there should be a 101 class for all performers to know their rights. just to know their rights, man. Like, come on, net video girls. You have all the girls for the first time. Just give them a one-on-one class. I don't know. That's the only company I know that works with first-time girls. That's
For
why
sure.
I said them. But like anybody that works with one-time girls, like we should honestly, I don't know. That's actually why I want to create a YouTube channel in the near future so I can properly educate people in a safe way on how to get into the industry. Well, safe, different aspects about the industry in a safe way, because when I was a new performer, I was coming from Arizona and I did not have connections. And a lot of performers are 18-year-old girls that have no connections, and they come to this new city with this new job and they don't know anything to do and they don't know what anything is. So I really want to have resources available. I want to be the resource, and
It needs to be. Like, unfortunately, we're still in an industry that, like, in some respects is still stuck in, like, not being a fully legal industry. Like,
yeah.
there's so many old schoolers that are like, oh, this is an outlaw industry. This is barely fucking legal. And
Yeah.
we're not there anymore. And
No.
unfortunately, it's in a lot of people's minds not to their benefit to educate performers, because, like, oh, you're going to be here 6 months on average. Why am I going to, potentially hurt my business by
Right.
educating someone who's not going to even be here for any length of time?
And it's not thinking about that longevity that I think will really get them, because, like, I don't know. The world is changing, especially since the boom.
Well,
I
and
feel like the world is changing, and I feel like
it is.
in a better way,
Oh,
personally.
I like to look at, like, the OnlyFans situation and the rise of content creators as being like the independent film boom of, like, the 90s and shit like that. Like,
Okay, that's really interesting lens.
like, you're not an amateur, you're not pro-am, you're an independent filmmaker.
You're right there, like, in that space. Absolutely.
Because
Huh.
an amateur is someone who's not making a professional product, who's not
Right.
being paid for it. You're definitely being paid for it.
You're definitely producing. You're
Right.
definitely editing. You're definitely bringing it to a bigger audience.
It may not have a MindGeek budget, but to say it's not a professional product
Yeah.
is doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see more creator awards come up in nominations someday. I'm really excited for that to happen someday. When awards are, because, you hear about all these companies that are buying amateur scenes right now. And I feel like the amateurs are doing it better. The amateurs, are doing it a little bit better.
Well, because you have more room to be creative with your product.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, no shade to MindGeek, I have been on sets working for them where the scene name was literally, like, search keywords. Like, because they have all the data. They have all the fucking data.
Yeah.
They're like, this scene is literally to fit this search criteria. That's not creative.
No.
That's not art. That's filling the need and scratching the itch of your end user, but that's not art.
Yeah.
Where if you wanted to, you could go home, set up a fucking green screen, and get real fucking weird with it, and someone's probably gonna buy it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But no one is gonna spend the money on a full crew, a shoot house, and all that shit to do something experimental.
No. Yeah. That's completely true, to be honest.
So what kind of stuff do you want to make for yourself?
Most of my independent most of my, like, pro scenes, I love my pro scenes. They're, like,
Well, not
usually
your
more
pro scenes.
scripted, but
For
yeah,
you.
exactly. So because my scripted scenes are more like, or my pro scenes are more scripted, I kind of like to have my more OnlyFans independent scenes for that platform to be, like, really chemistry based. So I like to have a lot of passion in my scenes. I like my scenes to be really rough, really out there, really passionate, and really fun, like, and I feel like that with my pro scenes too. I have so much fun with my pro scenes, but, like, My independent scenes are, I just love them so much because we have no formula for that shit at all. No formula whatsoever.
It's also bringing your vision to life instead of bringing someone else's vision to life.
Absolutely. 100%. And I love that. I love bringing other people's visions to life. And I love that part of pro, honestly. I love seeing, but honestly, but like, yeah, it depends on the vision. And that's also why I'm being pickier when my scenes go, more deliberate when my scenes going forward. I like your word usage for that. That's actually like, it's pretty cool. But I want to be more deliberate.
Yeah. It's not knocking someone else's vision, but it's like,
no.
It's just like, hey, this one's not for me.
Exactly. Or like, it was for me, but now I want to do something different.
As you mature as an artist, as a human, I'm not playing with G.I. Joes on my free time right now. That used to be my jam as a kid.
Yeah, man.
I've changed as a human being.
Miley Cyrus didn't want to be Hannah Stewart for like 10 years, man. She had to do her own thing.
Well, that would be horrible to be like identified as a character you're playing.
Fuck, I would dox myself. I wish I could tell this story. Never mind.
Well, don't dox yourself.
I know, I'm not even gonna get into it, but fuck.
Both me and your publicist are very happy with you not doxing yourself.
I know. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm okay. I'm not that drunk.
But that's the other thing that like the fan base needs to like understand is like, even though Scarlet Size is a representation of who you are as a real person, you're still playing a role to a degree.
Absolutely.
Like, social media is curated.
Yeah.
You're generally not presenting anything that you don't want to present on social media.
So I kind of describe my persona as myself. I'm just like 100% myself. And normally I'm like 50% myself because I'm like tired. I'm like watching TV. I'm chilling. I'm cozy girl. Like I'm in my plaid pajamas. I'm always wearing fuzzy slippers, socks.
So why'd you show up to the show like this?
Because I'm 100% me. And when I'm 100% me, I will get dressed and get ready. It's still me though. Like my persona is still me and everything. It's just like I'm going to be 100% present, 100% fully there, and 100% like engaged, you know? I feel like it's just like a slightly more exaggerated version of myself, but it's not like I like actively try or anything. It's just like I'm on extrovert mode.
But also, not everything is for the public.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm sure there's intimate moments with your partner that are just for the two of you.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's real. That's even if you two do a scene together, that may not be indicative of who you two are when the cameras aren't rolling.
No, 100%. I feel like the scenes that are, or the experiences, I said scenes, but the experiences that are off camera, they're just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For sure.
But even that little bit of difference does count. Like,
yeah, 100%.
And it's a weird, like, this is the weirdest part about this form of entertainment, because no one thinks that, you know, Brad Pitt is the dude from Fight Club in real life. Everyone understands that in every other medium, people are fucking playing a role.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm fairly sure Lady Gaga is not Lady Gaga all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong there.
Who are you compared to your role? Like, how are you right now versus like how you are on a Wednesday at like say 2 p.m. and like your homie just showed up just to say hi, what's up?
I'm definitely a bit more animated.
You're more animated.
Yeah.
I
definitely turn it on for the camera. Like,
you turn it on for okay, so you're more animated on camera.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying you're more animated to your friends. I was like, that's not me actually.
No. Jesus, I'd be a nightmare to be around. Could you imagine me turned up more than this? Like, we're just trying to hang out. I'm just
Oh, I've met people way more turned on than this. Absolutely.
I mean, how much cocaine was involved?
Yeah, you're right. That had a direct correlation.
The minute the camera's rolling, the minute the mics are in front of me, I definitely turn it up a little bit.
Yeah. And people think that might be faking or like coming on another persona, but really it's just like It's just a different side of yourself. Just like when you have different friends or family members, different people bring out different aspects of yourself. Like you just like if you look at your friends, there might be specific friends and you act more extroverted, or maybe it's just me, but extroverted, introverted. There's friends that you vent to, there's friends that you don't, there's friends that you go to for specific problems, there's friends that you just hang out and watch TV with, whatever the dynamic is, but you're just different in different environments, and different environments bring out different aspects of yourself.
As they should.
Yeah, of course. And that's called adapting and adaptability. So I think it's the same thing with your persona. Like, you just happen to be a more extroverted person when you're in a professional setting because you're just trying to give 115% of yourself that day. And it's authentic and it's genuine, but man, it's 115%.
Well, yeah, and it's
you know,
part of the job is being performative.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you're a performer.
Exactly. I would wager that like 99.9% of performers out there, the sex they have on camera is wildly different than the off-camera sex they have.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's great. I love the sex I have on camera.
Directors, you heard that.
Burping, sorry.
Directors, call our agency. You heard that? She loves it all on camera.
I love but oh my god, I love it all on camera. But yeah, it definitely is still different off camera just because you aren't thinking about that part and you're looking them in the eyes instead of
you make eye contact?
camera.
Gross.
I know, right? Fucking weird.
Like intimacy? Ugh.
Okay, I didn't say intimacy.
With your partner?
It's
You're not
intimidation, okay?
You just intimidate your partner?
Like,
right after this interview, she's going to go, bitch, you're putting out tonight. Flip over. 2 fingers are going in.
Middle first. Bro. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love that cup. Have you showed the camera that cup?
I mean, I think they're aware of the Van Gogh cups.
Is that I'm such an idiot. I actually didn't realize that was a Van Gogh painting.
I bought it in the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, so.
I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam. I had a layover there back in college.
That airport sucks.
It does. It really does. And I got harassed by an employee who kept telling me I had beautiful blue eyes. But it was beautiful.
But you could have gotten an EU citizenship. What are you doing?
Okay, look, I've looked into citizenship for Netherlands, right? It's like actually so difficult to get citizenship.
If you open a
as
business
an
there.
American.
If you open a business there.
But you have to have like so much funds in your account.
Yeah.
And I don't know, my business isn't there yet.
Give it time. Give it time.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, I'll give it time, but I really wanted to move over there, and like I am not a skilled migrant. I'll tell you that. Even with a degree, I am not a skilled migrant worker. I did not. I literally looked it up, and I was legitimately like, I joined porn. I got some money. I'm gonna leave the United States. Like I'm gonna live somewhere else. And I said, like, I looked it up, and like nobody wants fucking American.
Oh, I'm painfully. I'm an American
Unless
with.
you're EU already. Nobody fucking wants you.
I'm an American
New
without a
Zealand
degree.
doesn't want you. Who?
I have looked.
Who are you? You're fucking useless, man.
Right?
Nobody wants you.
I'm not rich. I don't have a degree. Yeah, nobody fucking wants our asses.
It's so stupid. I don't know. But yeah, like
Where would you land if you could, though?
no, actually, if I could go anywhere, if I knew any language.
Language or not, like if you could just
Italy.
be like Italy.
I always hear that, and I wouldn't have said this before. I would have said Germany before because I love Germany. I visited there.
What part?
Frankfurt and the Munich.
Munich is dope.
Munich is super dope. It's like this Arizona, Scottsdale of Germany. It's really snobby, but it's pretty cool.
I did not have that experience of them being snobby.
Oh, I didn't either, but all the Germans were telling me that it's a super snobby, pretentious place. So that's just what I was told. I don't believe that. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was awesome.
I went there for Oktoberfest. I had a fucking
Me
blast.
too. Me too.
What year?
2019.
I was there in 17.
Oh fuck yeah! So could you imagine? Because you would have been the only other American there. I would have pointed you out.
I was in Lederhosen. You might not have pointed me.
Lederhosen.
Me and my homies, well, me and one friend were in Lederhosen. The other two friends were dressed like dumb
Why were you in Germany?
to go to Oktoberfest.
That's fucking sick. Okay, I was there for fucking French class.
Oh, yeah. Me and my friends, we went to Amsterdam. We realized Oktoberfest was happening while we were in Amsterdam, so we hopped a flight to Munich.
You're just so, like, that's so cool. You're just like, Oktoberfest is happening. I'm going to leave the country to go vacation.
I'm going to leave the country that I traveled to another country.
Okay, right.
Like
Wait, where did you say you traveled from?
Amsterdam. Like we
Right.
went to Amsterdam, bummed around Amsterdam for a couple of days, realized Oktoberfest was happening, flew to Munich for 2 days, 2.5 days, hit Oktoberfest, hit it hard.
That's so cool.
Flew back to Amsterdam,
Why were you in Amsterdam?
get fucked up.
I mean, like, okay, that's awesome. Like, that's why I want to go to Amsterdam, but for sure.
Honestly,
Like,
I don't think Amsterdam's all that great.
I think it's a very flat land.
Well, it's not even like
I like hills, but I mean landscape wise, because I looked at living there. It's a pretty flat place. But why don't you like
the food sucks.
No,
The food sucks.
I didn't look up the cuisine there.
Oh, I judge places by fucking food all the goddamn time. And so one thing the Dutch do really well is they do like savory pancakes that are like crepes.
Yeah, and
Those
waffles, right? Are
Well,
they
they do
known?
the stroop waffles.
Oh yeah.
Those were dope, but everything else kind of mediocre. We found like one good steakhouse. And my other beef is you can drink till 5 o'clock in the morning. Good luck finding any food after like 10 p.m. Even bars that have fucking restaurants in them stop serving food. They don't even have like a limited menu.
Did you go to a mushroom dispensary?
We did.
That's so cool. Do you trip?
I do.
That's so cool. So do I.
So it's not actually mushrooms there. They can't legally sell mushrooms. They sell truffles.
That's really cool.
And they're not dried. They're wet. It was a little weird.
That's really interesting. I've only tripped on mushrooms a couple of times, but I really like it. It's really cool. I want to get into growing at some point in my life when it's like legal,
Or decriminalized or whatnot.
decriminalized,
I really got deep into it like during the pandemic. Like,
Yeah, me too, actually. I was more deep into other psychedelics prior to the pandemic, and honestly, I don't dabble as much in psychedelics as I'd like to now. And I think I'm pretty open about that just because I'm pretty like pro psychedelic therapy. They're even doing in Oregon MDMA studies right now for people with PTSD, which I think is super interesting.
it is.
Really interesting science.
And John Hopkins is using psilocybin for PTSD and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like-
Mm-hmm.
California is
Well,
on
you
the
know that.
verge of decriminalizing, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. Oregon's already there. There's already a bunch of therapists that are like trying to set up their practices because it's going into effect like next year or the year after. So fucking cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I personally like to macrodose.
I've never microdosed, honestly.
No.
Only like a couple of times, but
Nah, quitters. Fucking
Yeah.
I just want a little bit to like even me out. No, man, I want to try to see God.
oh my god, I love you. Last time I used to never be able to trip successfully, but I had my first successful trip about a year and a half ago, and it's the last time I had done it. And I watched this like nature documentary.
So why were you having unsuccessful trips?
Because I would always reject specifically psilocybin mushrooms, my GI issues. We were talking about colonoscopies. I would just reject it. I would just throw it up
Oof.
immediately, and then I would never trip. So I'd always be the person in the friend group that would end up trip sitting for everyone else, and I was cool with it, but
Were you really?
no, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Why are you out here lying to the internet?
I know, I'm out here lying. But I mean, I was cool enough. I love trip sitting for people.
So, I enjoy acid too, but acid's just such a time commitment.
That's how I feel. I don't do it anymore. I'm too old for it. I feel like I got to a certain age and I was like, I don't like to be up for 8 more hours, and I'm always the last person in the group to fall asleep. My state ID, I'm actually tripping on acid in it.
Nice.
So so when you go on a porn set, you have to show your ID and you have to do a quick video. And anytime somebody prints out my photo and they're like, your photo, I'm just like,
Are your eyes all big and
I mean, I just look rough. I look rough, okay? I'm like 22 in it, and I look rough. And I think I was 20 in it. I look rough. But, I'm just like, yeah, I was tripping. I forgot I had to go that day.
whoops?
Whoopsie. I had to go out of the country, and I forgot I had to go get a passport and ID and all that other shit. But that's just being 20 years old.
For sure. We've all been there.
We've all been there.
If you haven't, you're not living life very well.
No, I mean, you're just not. I'm sorry.
Well, Scarlet, I hate to do it, but I got to call last call. You know we've been doing this for over 2 hours.
That's crazy, actually. I had no idea.
Yeah, we've been doing this for well over 2 hours.
Wow, that's wild. I've had so much fun.
I believe you this time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
I'll fall asleep to this, don't worry.
Great. Now I got to carry you out to a car.
Oh my god.
But before we get you out of here, where can they find you on the things?
Scarlet Skies xxx.com. That is Scarlet with 1 T. I have so much cool shit coming out, guys. And it's always me talking to you. Never an assistant. Always me. So if you want to talk to me, that's the way.
And the socials?
You can find it all on scarletskiesxxx.com. But my Twitter is scarletskiesxxx. My Instagram is Scarlet Sinnings. And my OnlyFans is Scarlet_skies.
Hell yeah. Scarlet, it was a pleasure. We'll do this again at some point.
Please. And a mukbang.
And a mukbang.
Yeah, with sugar chicken.
With sugar. Well, sugar chicken and whiskey, apparently, because you were committed to drinking whiskey if we get you sugar chicken.
I don't know if okay. All
You
right.
did, on camera.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you lying to my audience?
No.
I don't believe you again.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
It's been fun.
A blast. Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Cheers.